Oil Technical Analysis, November 9th, FXEmpire.com. The light sweet crude market, as you can see, did break out on Monday and it continued to move on Tuesday as it enters what we see as a major cluster between 95 essentially and 100. Now that we've cleared 95, this does suggest that we will eventually get to 100. Will it be in the next 24 hours? Probably not. In clusters like this, typically you see a lot of grinding action, but certainly the action in this market is positive. So we definitely don't recommend shorting by any stretch of imagination. And in fact, would recommend buying on dips, expecting it to be somewhat choppy conditions over the next couple of dollars. Um, with that in mind, it's going to be a slow slog ahead. The easy money's already been made in this trade, and now we're starting to approach some pretty significant resistance. Looking at the Brent market, you can see that it has absolutely exploded over the last several days. But something interesting has happened as we approach the 115 level, which you can see has been support and resistance. The candle for the Tuesday session was actually a shooting star, which is pretty bearish. So if we break the lows of the Tuesday session, we think that we've got a little bit of room to drop. Nothing massive, probably just a couple dollars. But the truth is it is a little bit overextended, so that play could be taken into account. If we break the top of the shooting star, that's an extremely bullish sign. Probably gets us to 120 before we run into massive resistance. One has to think, though, that this market does need to take a breather in the short term. So you can either use it for a short term scalp to try to make money selling the market, or simply be aware of the fact that if it breaks the bottom, it'll come down here to try to find some type of support in the 110-ish 112.50 area. And at that point, if you see supportive action, possibly you could go in for a buy if you're more comfortable in that direction. In the meantime, though, it does look a little bit lofty at these levels.